Von Braun says the biggest rocket you can build can only achieve Earth orbit. You need multiple fuel trips to go to the moon.
Army's Redstone arsenal, Dr. Werner von Braun.
A voyage around the moon must be made in two phases. A rocket ship taking off from the Earth's surface will use almost all the fuel it can carry just to attain a speed great enough to balance the pull of gravity.
So real quick, that clip that Sibrel showed of von Braun talking that you would need multiple staging trips to get to the moon. Okay, that was recorded in 1955. Context is something that Sibrel doesn't really understand. At the time, that was the best rocket that we had. It was the Redstone and had 78,000 pounds of thrust. It could only get suborbital. Okay, we didn't have a rocket that could get there yet when he said this. But fast forward to the 60s at the height of the Apollo, when the government is shoveling unlimited money into NASA, they create the Saturn V. The Saturn V has 7.5 million pounds of thrust. It's 100 times stronger. And it has multiple stages with hydrogen fuel and guidance systems that didn't exist on the Redstone. Okay, this isn't some gotcha kind of thing from von Braun proving anything. It's just they advanced the technology. He wasn't contradicting himself. He was literally describing what we had when it was recorded. But of course, Sibrel doesn't want to put in the context that this was beforehand and that that technology had immensely advanced. But it's funny because this is this dude's life work, okay? He's made millions of dollars, and I'm super jealous of that. But I do this on my lunch breaks in my spare time and for fun to hopefully maybe turn it into something later on. But I've poked holes in all of his claims in a matter of minutes in my spare time. Now, if you haven't listened to part 1 of the Moon series on the Paranormal Directive 13 podcast, go check that out. Paranormal Directive 13, streaming everywhere. Now, next week on the 10th, Wednesday the 10th, we're going to put out part 2. In part 2, we're going to go through all the hoax claims, and we're going to either prove them or prove them fake. And we're going to go through all the details, just like I'm doing here, but I'm going to go in real in-depth detail on the rockets and the Van Allen belts and all that stuff. So check that out next week, Paranormal Directive 13, streaming everywhere.